We were told that distancing, avoiding crowds, avoid going to church, avoid masking, laughing, all these things, was an action of taking a higher road for the greater good of everyone.
Listen.
No one is safe until everyone is safe. Remember those words. No one is safe until everyone's safe. Because remember those words as we now realize, even with the vaccines, no one is safe. I mean, whatever this is, it's coming for us all. And that's the scary part. Is we realize that we were told, actually, to stop showing humanity to one another. We've been groomed to continue this process. And even when the masks came off and we had a reprieve for a few weeks.
Listen very carefully.
A lot of people are wearing their masks anyway. We were still unable to find the goodness because it's been programmed out of us.
Yep.
People take off their masks. Oh, I don't trust that. Or, put a mask on. Or, do you have your vaccine? Well, if you haven't had your vaccine, you get sick. And I get sick. I'm blaming you. If you get sick and you have a vaccine, you have no reason to go to a hospital and expect to be treated. See, for most of us, not all, there seems to be this vociferous group of people who just want to push their ugliness on everybody. Now, I know it's trite to say that most people that are vocal are cruel and cold. Everyone means nothing to them. Everyone means nothing to us. For the sake of everyone, we can't do a damn thing. So it means nothing.
Listen,
you can't do anything, so everything means nothing. People mean nothing. Only you mean everything. There's a problem about doing nothing, because it may just be that human beings are only good insofar as they do good things. Goodness requires practice. Goodness wastes away when you don't practice it. It's more like playing the piano than riding a bike. So if you get on a bike, you always remember how to ride it. Playing the piano is one thing, too. I mean, I stopped my piano lessons, can't play. I haven't spoken Spanish in 40 years, but I still speak a little, but not enough anymore. You have to keep it up, or you no longer really do it. If you don't keep up goodness, if you don't keep up being a good person and being a human person, it just doesn't stay with you.
It's a very important message here.
And the question is now that they have bred or groomed or have pushed the goodness out of us by having us not look at faces, by having us not shaking hands, by having us not hugging, by having us not being together, how long is it going to take for our good natures to grow rusty and flake away? How long before we no longer know how to be good, to be empathetic, to be caring? How long?
How long? Think about that.
Pseudo reality has put us in this. Our goodness is going to be measured now by our vaccines and our passports they'll be handing out to people. You realize this? Oh, you're a good person. You got the vaccine. Oh,
social credit.
This is a great business. It has that happy seal that Lady Gaga endorses. This is crazy. Only do-gooders get the vaccine. Only do-gooders get the passport. Our enthusiasm for all this may have little to do with a vaccine's efficacy in stopping the spread of respiratory viruses. And much to do with our need for reassurance that even though we no longer do good things to each other, we still are pretty good. I'm a good person. I got my vax. I care about people. Nobody's safe until everyone's safe, Yet I can still get it, though, from an unvaccinated. Oh, those unvaccinated people, they deserve to be killed. They deserve to be jailed. You got to be kidding me.
This is what they created society for.
It used to be that being good meant that you said no to unreasonable power. Masking in the image, the form, the associations of the good is the attempt to hide the doubt and fear that one is not afraid or one is not a bad person. You can look into their faces. You see the smile, you see the anger, you see the sadness. You don't see it with a mask.
Nope.
In a mask, you can mouth whatever words you want in front of somebody, and they don't even know that they're being told off. Seeking a panacea for interrelational conflicts and external situation, events, therapies, ideologies, drugs, whatever people have to use, they're going to bring patterns of unresolved issues, of relationships.
Pretty fucked up, huh?
Feeling as though you're isolated, not being able to be human with someone else, being able to share with someone else your feelings. I mean, seeking to use something good as a means to get a fix, it's something that we shouldn't have to. It should come natural to us, being good, not having to get a fix of being good, not having to get that kick. I don't know what you call it. Just the idea of having that oxytocin, that oxytocin kick is not
about
enough
having
anymore because
your humanity drained from
you want to be able to live. I mean, we never really have captured goodness in a bottle. We can't just spray it on us. We got to live. You're living in a context of being a good person, but it's hard to when you're told you can't be.
Unless you comply.
You're told that it's hard to recognize what is beloved in any situation now. Funerals, what happened to those? Going to church, what's happened to that?
They vilified it.
This dissonance is a mind trap by which we perceive partially as if to have determined by this is how we define reality, as being unhappy. The new normal is being unhappy. The new normal is not doing what you need to do. The new normal is not going to concerts. The new normal is being afraid to leave your house.
Are you getting it yet?
And then, of course, there's that willingness to sacrifice everything you believe in order to keep up that self-image. In order to be part of the system or to have that identity that is accepted by others. Oh, I'm accepted by others now. I've decided to get my vaccine. It's a protection of self is what it is. Again, no one's safe until everybody's safe. Well, I'm protecting myself from any ridicule. I'm protecting myself from being thrown off my job. I'm being protected here because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing what I'm told. But nothing is working.
Like a good little slave.
None of it is working, and yet you're getting mandated to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Nothing is working.
Are you figuring it out yet?
Who are mandating your employees to get jabbed. It's not working. None of it's working. And yet you're still acting like this. What? Are you afraid that somebody's going to sue someone? Is that what this is? Where's the goodness anymore? There isn't.
It's gone.
If you trusted your employees, you wouldn't be acting like that. And you don't. If you try, I mean, we don't trust anybody's judgment anymore. So pretending like we're good, pretending like we care, pretending that we have empathy, is just as bad as faking it.
See,
you're faking it.
Everybody's a damn hypocrite. Everybody.
You're faking goodness because you've had it bred out of you. You've had all the empathy sucked out of you as we're being groomed to distance ourselves, not hold hands, not shake hands, not attend things together, not being part of the community.
Human. To be a
best
slave.
we can do is get together at rallies and start shooting at one another and start fighting amongst ourselves and fighting the ideologies and everything else we're doing. Why? Because they have bred the goodness out of us.
Have you figured it out yet? I mean, seriously, have you figured that out yet? Because most people haven't figured that out. Most people just go along with everything that they're told to do, go along with what the science says, go along with all this bullshit, and what are you going to get out of it? Nothing. You're not going to get anything out of it, because if you keep complying, they're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. This will never end. George Orwell was a fucking genius when he said, you want to know the history, you want to know the future? Imagine a boot stomping on a human face forever. Wake up, people.